Hello everyone, Tom here. I got a new project set up for my Boom Vader. On my TBR7 motorcycle, I put a cell phone holder on there, and as I got longer rides, I noticed my cell phone could really use a charging. Well, now I have a cell phone holder on my Boom Vader. Once again, my cell phone could use charging while I'm riding. So I ordered this off of Amazon, and now I'm finally opening it. Just looking at the pieces and parts and what's involved as far as getting a USB cell phone charger on my Boom Vader. Of course, instructions. Who needs that? All right, handlebar mount. So on my TBR7, if you go back to the blog, you'll see that I mounted it to the handlebars using some zip ties. I kept it pretty clean. There's some mounting holes I use for the wire ties, but some people use double-sided tape, and I noticed that this USB charger comes with some double-sided tape, as well as very many little screws. And let's get the actual charger out. Sorry for the plastic. I'm gonna get rid of that. All right, so looks like, again, some more instructions, very, very fine print. And then of course, here's the actual charger. So the nice thing about this charger is it has a little waterproof cap and has an on-off switch. Now, the first USB charger, which is what's on my other motorcycle, has no on-off switch. So what I use is I disconnect the connection right at the handlebar. It plugs right into the USB charger. And as I'm demonstrating, that is a fairly easy task, as you can see. And I'm being sarcastic, of course. So this is going to attach to the battery. This is going to run up the body of the motorcycle. This, I'm guessing now, is going to be on the handlebars, and I'll have an on-off switch that's available. You can't see it right here, but there's supposed to be an LCD display to show what's the actual voltage coming into the charger so you can monitor the battery. So let's get to the project. All right, so here's my Boom Vader. So in order to mount the USB cell phone charger, I'm going to remove the seat so I have access to the battery, and then I'll remove some of the body panel so I can run the wires up safely so I can get them up to the handlebars. These parts are going to be used for connecting my battery to the USB charger, which you see on the right. The nice thing about following my upgrades from most important to convenient, I have a battery tender charger that's currently installed on my battery. From the looks of the instructions, I can connect the USB charger directly to it, which allows for some convenience on the installation. Also, when I have shut down my motorcycle and I hook up the battery tender, I have to unplug the USB charger, and the USB charger, if it's not properly turned off, it can actually become a drain on the battery. As you can see, there's a couple of different connection options that are available. I can connect directly to the battery, connect through an adapter to the battery, or use the connector that is provided right there on the floor to make my own connections to the battery. Since I already have a battery tender, I will be looking at one of the first two options. So this is my quick connect for my battery trickle charger. In the diagram for the USB charger, the red positive side is actually connected to the shorter side of the quick connect coming from the battery, and the black negative side is actually connected to the longer side of the quick connect. Well, it's opposite here on my quick connect. I'm not going to change this quick connect out. What I'm going to do is use the adapter that swaps the polarity for the USB charger, and that'll stay here underneath the motorcycle seat, and then it will be disconnected when I connect the trickle charger in. Now I'm looking at mounting and running the wire to this connector. My intentions are to mount the USB cell phone charger right here on the handlebars so I can see it and I can plug right into it. However, when I use this handlebar clamp, I notice that the opening is far too wide for my handlebars, and it appears that you can actually take this piece of rubber, remove the adhesive, and line the inside of the handlebar clamp, and it fits nice and snug. I'm going to attach this to my handlebar. So the handlebar clamp is in place, it is screwed on, and now it's attached to the handlebars. I have taken the USB charger and I have routed it over the front of the forks, down. You can see a wiring harness right here. I'm going to wire tie this in and then continue with the harness all the way back to the battery. All right, my USB cell phone charger is mounted to the handlebars and it's properly powered up. Next to my cell phone holder, the Boom Vader body panels are back on, and the wiring connection is right here for the USB cell phone charger, and that little crossover adapter is here. This is of course my battery tender charger adapter. I can disconnect this and then plug it into the wall and keep my battery nice and healthy. The nice thing about this adapter is it has a voltage indicator. It is downward facing, so hopefully drizzle doesn't get to it. And it has a little off switch, so when you stop the motorcycle and park somewhere, you can turn this off so it's not a drain on the battery without having to pop the seat. And that's it. Thanks for following along. Good luck.